So today's video is going to be a little bit different. Yeah, so a lot of my footage has been corrupted, thanks bad hard drive. I've got another one that I've been working on for today, but I wanted to share this video with you, and you're going to see what I'm talking about here. This was my max out day that I did on Christmas Eve. Yes, I am slightly crazy. It happens. So now I'm going to go through and show you some of my sets. Keep in mind, one of them is a warm-up set. The other two are my max out sets because, again, these are the footage. This is the footage that I could pull out and salvage. So this is what I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to go through what I was doing. So this first video is me starting off at about 117 on squats for 3. Remember, I'm having my right knee replaced. Sometimes it does start getting a little cracky and grindy. You're not going to be able to hear it on the video, only because I had to mute the video of itself. There was just way too much background noise. Now you're going to see me on my max set of 185 for 1. And you're also going to start hearing, or you're going to see that I put a note on here, nasty pop and a lot of grinding. That was the big thing that I was having a problem with in my knee, and that's what I need to handle. So this last thing that I'm going to show you is my deadlift 225 off the floor. Did it for 1, and that's all I could get. Again, right knee decided to be really dumb and ruin my day. However, with that being said, on the rest of my lifts, I did for bench, I got up to 225 for a single, and for push press, I got up to 137 for a single, which is a big improvement for me. Since about midsummer, I've had a couple of nagging injuries in the shoulder and my knee, so I've been working on those. The knee was finally strong enough to try and push it to a max until I realized that it popped about going halfway down. That's why you'll see that the form is fairly sloppy on that last rep for squat. Bench felt amazing. My shoulders finally are not hurting at the pinch points. My pinch points have been always right there at the rotator cuff. I do not have a tear in the rotator cuff. I know that. I've had plenty of doctors take a look at them and tell me that. It's just arthritis in both my shoulders. It's not really a big deal, but there's a lot of popping that happens in there, and it pushes on the muscle as well. A couple of Tylenols later, and I'm fine. So that's not a big deal. The push press, same thing. My shoulders are finally feeling much better to where I can push. The push press does rely a little bit on legs. I think if my right knee was in better shape, I may have been able to push maybe 145. It's because I wasn't getting a good leg drive out of either one of them on any of it out of my right leg for either attempt that I did for anything higher than 135. So that's where that is for that day. I really have been pushing it. Today I've got another video that I've been working on since this morning. I just needed to get this one finished up, but I went to go find the footage, and the footage wasn't there, so I wasn't real happy about that. That being said, this was all done on Christmas Day, or excuse me, on Christmas Eve day. I was trying to work and trying to get a bunch of stuff done for my wife. Yeah, I'm really sore from that day still, but today's another bench day. I did all of this in one day because of last week's craziness with work. I'm hoping that this week with work it's much better, and we can actually, I say we, but hopefully I can actually get a better workout schedule. So the biggest thing that I've got going on for the rest of today, I've still got to see if I can figure out the Zwift, or if I'm going to need to move over to full gas on the bike, and also one other video idea that I'm going to try and shoot today. My Garmin Fenix 6 against my Apple Watch Series 4, pros and cons for both, why I seem to flip between the two. Okay, so yeah, I do flip between the two watches. I'm trying to figure out why. I like the information I get from my Apple Watch, but I seem to get better information from my Garmin. So I'm going to try and go through a video of showing the differences of what I think make a huge difference in between the two watches and why I prefer them. Yeah, so my biggest the biggest thing that I have difference-wise that I like about them is the Apple Watch. You know, it's a touch screen. You get, and it's made for being a smartwatch, but the Garmin gives you a lot more detail information in strides. It has better fitness capabilities because it's a fitness watch first and a GPS watch first over being a smartwatch. It just has really good smartwatch capabilities. It's not a touchscreen, but the battery life on it is amazing if you're comparing it to the Apple. It is not a fair comparison by any means because the Apple Watch is a Series 4, it's not the Series 7, going against a much newer Phoenix 6 Pro. But we'll go through that in a different video. What I wanted to go through now is the fact that this is going to be a very short video, it seems like, but I wanted to get it out. I'm going to work on the one that I was started on today because I'm catching up with the loss with footage that I did have from over the weekend to give you guys, and that's just kind of where I'm at. I'm going to get the title build up, get finished getting this done, and get it out to you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, it's all down there at the bottom, you know where it's at. So, yep, thanks.